Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Tonight I have this cute little soap gift bag that I made for a stocking present. It contains a nice little bar of soap, and the soap, it's a unicorn soap and it's kind of shaped so it gets wider at the top, so I had to make it the bag to match, obviously. And this is for my daughter for a wee under the tree, I'll keep that out. Under the tree gift, so her stocking filler, just, you know, she loves unicorns, so I decided I had to make a wee bit nicer packaging. So I have went with the bubble over stamp set just to use the wee bubbles, because I thought with soap bubbles, you know, it all goes. So that's what I'm going with. Even it doesn't look Christmassy, but it is a Christmas gift. But you could go with red or whatever. I just decided to go with the berry burst to match the colours of the soap, and I've teamed it up. This one is Whisper White, but I'm going to do with Very Vanilla this time because I've run out of my Whisper White polka dot, but I have it in Very Vanilla, so we'll go with that. So let's get started. You're going to need 3 pieces of card. The Very Vanilla needs to be 5 5/8 by 7 inches, and for the wee handbag closure you need a piece of your coloured card 4 inches by 3 6/8, and you're also going to need a strip the full length of an A4 card by 3/4 of an inch wide for the handle. So we'll start by doing some scoring, and we're going to score on the long side at simply 3 inches, 3 inches and 4 inches. I'm getting a wee tickle in my throat, so if I start coughing, please forgive me. 3 inches and 4 inches. I turn that round, and you just want to, we're not actually scoring this time, we're just marking. So start off marking it at 1 inch on this side and 4 5/8 on this side. And then you want to get your card and fold it at the first crease line and go back in again. So you've got a bar here that's been scored. So this time you want to go 1 inch and 2/8 and just mark it. And over here you want to go 4 3/8 and mark it there. And then fold up again to the next score line, pop it in again, and the same measurement this time, 1 2/8 by 4 3/8, and then you want to do your last one at 1 inch and 4 5/8, and that's all you're scoring. But keep your wee tool so that you can join all these up. So get yourself your ruler, and you can see you have the lines that you want to join up. Your bag is going to be this shape and then that shape, so you want to start at that 1 inch mark and bring it up to this, but make sure that your ball tool fits and actually covers the mark and doesn't go somewhere else. You just want it to fall exactly on those score lines. So that one's tilted, this one is straight. Again, make sure your ball tool fits in before you mark it. And then it goes out again to this one. So again, line it up, just enough room for your score tool, and that'll keep you good. Do the same on the other side, line it up with your scores. This one goes straight. You probably can't see this, but once you do those measurements you will see it pretty good. It's awful, I should have done coloured card. You can see the basic shape there, going down, straight and then out, and it's going to be the exact same at this side. White card is so hard on the filming, or cream card for that matter. So that's your score lines done. So what you want to do now is a bit of cutting. These 2 sections are going to be cut at either side. Let's just cut them straight in, if you can see them. same with the other side. Oh my goodness. It is so hard to see in this light. Yucky ducky. Come on. So now we just need to do our stamping now that we have this nice and flat. So get your wee bubble stamp, and I'm using a wee tiddly berry burst to match the card. And just start your stamping along the bottom edges there. Turn your stamp around, just follow along that line, that'll keep you right. It's a good wee decoration for soaps or bubble baths or whatever. And it's good to get your stamps, your year-long stamps, out for Christmas as well. I'm sure if I had changed this into red and white it would have looked nicer, but I just fancied matching the bar of soap this time. Now over at this side, just keep turning your stamps so that they don't look too uniform. Now we want to do the same down here. Bring it right out, even though you're not going to see one of these sides at some stage. Oh, I'm going to do that wrong, aren't I? A bit of scrap card there, just marking the whole table. There we go. So now with that done, we'll want to make up our box. So fold these either side, and if you think they're too bulky, get them a wee trim. We're going to use these as our markers for folding in the sides, and we've a wee bit of cutting away to do on the sides to get that shape we're after. So just keep these nice and neat. Start you off well. Now, choose one of them to be your front. So your front one, start by folding those creases that you've made. And you'll see that it goes over the edge, you're left with a wee bit. So just get your scissors and trim along. And do that on all those four wee shapes. See, and just trim along. Same with this side. Oops. Now, so you should be able to make up your box now. So we're going to put a bit of glue on the two wee flaps. So if this is going to be the front, we want to glue this to the back. And just line it up straight with the back. I keep forgetting to trim these off, but it is actually good to trim them once you've this stuck, because you know nearly then what access you have. So now you can see you have a bit of access. I hope you can see anyway. See, that's the line of the flap, so you don't need this. So just take your scissors and whack it off. And the same with this side. If you can get at it. You could do this before you stick it up. So this is going to be my front, so you want your flaps going to the back. We will be chopping a bit off these too. It's just the nature of the shape of the box, and to achieve that I'm putting my box just to give me a solid. So if you have whatever you're making it for, put your solid piece in, and that helps you to know where to cross these. So add glue to the inner sides. Give it a good glue, because this soap bar is pretty heavy. So just line it up, take your time and line it up nicely. You'll get a wee crisscross here and a wee crisscross here, but it actually is pretty nice. I liked it, otherwise I wouldn't have went ahead. Do the same at the other side. Just keep the depth the same if you can. You'll just know by the feel of it. Just go with the feel of it. And that should give you a wee box. This is going to be the front, so the seams will be all at the back, which is good. So now just get your scissors and trim off as close to that edge without doing damage. And it gives you a nice clean finish. Just make sure it's sticking. See, and that's it. And that's giving you that nice wee shape. Now, with your soap in, you're going to need your lid. So, we need to do a wee bit of scoring on your piece of card. So, line it up for your 4-inch side. Let me see, cover 4 inch, score at 1 inch and 2 inch. That's right, see that's the width, just slightly over the width that you want. So we're scoring it at 1 inch for the back fold, 2 inch to cover the box, and then turn it round and we're going to mark it at 1 2/8 there, and flip it over, and there's your 1 2/8 there, and mark 1 2/8 here to give you that wee cut area at the bottom. You don't need your score tool this time, you can do this with a pencil. So ruler, pencil, and do it on the inside. We'll not notice it if you don't get the marks off. Line that up nicely and a nice light pencil mark. And just cut those away. And then do your folds. Give these a good sharp fold. You want these sitting well so the box closes well. Now again, we'll be trimming a wee bit off both of these, so this is going to sit here. As you can see, it is slightly bigger at both sides. You can see a wee bit, and we're going to trim that off just the way we did the last one, but we need to stick this in the meantime. So add your glue, maybe just add it to this. Woo. Yeah, this is the back. So add a bit of glue or sticky tape, whatever you want to use yourself. And just slide this on. And just line it up so that you're in the centre of that piece of card. There's a wee bit overhanging on both sides. And again, the weight of your soap will help to keep that in place. Just make sure you're happy with it so that it's simple for both. And then just with your scissors again, go along and trim it off. Same this side. And that's giving you the nice sweet thing. Now, if you aren't happy with that not sitting flat-ish, you could put Velcro or a magnet if you really wanted. I'm going with ribbon. Where did I do my ribbon? So, tie your ribbon so that it's more or less at the top, and this will be your closure. It will hold this down for you. So just tie it in a nice wee bow. And this is good stretchy ribbon, which I like because it allows you ease of slipping the closure in and out easily. Come on, fiddlesticks. So just trim it off when you're happy. Oops. Now, we just needed our handle now. And the handle is pretty easy. You can see it is, line it up on your ruler, it's just a fraction less than 12 inches. So line it up nice and straight and start marking the centre of each inch. Just go along the whole ruler, a wee dot. And then we're going to use your crocodile or any small thin punch that you have, and punch those out. It's just to give a wee bit of decoration. You don't have to do this, but I thought the strap was a bit plain looking. You could also just put ribbon there if you wanted. And just to finish that off, I want to round the edges, just to make them look like they are of a wee handbag. So pop it into your envelope maker if you have one, or a corner punch, whatever you're using. Now we want to put, well actually we want to curl it first, so just run your scissors to give it a nice wee curl, the shape of your bag. And then on the inside of one of them, pop a bit of glue. Glue it well because, well, not enough to squeeze out, but certainly enough to hold the weight. As I say, bars of soap are pretty heavy. So you want to slide that in, and I'm using the top of the ribbon as my guide as to where, how low down I want that strap to go. So just do the same at the other side. Put the glue on the inside of the strap, slide it in. See the glory of that stretchy ribbon? I can actually raise it up a wee bit to let me go in without making a mess, and just press it down so that it's nice on ticks. And that is your box done, and I think it's really cute. I think it's lovely. I have actually made 3 of those now. I made this video before and stupidly left the radio on in the background, but the sound turned down. So when I played my video back, all I got was Radio Ulster playing away like a good one, and I couldn't hardly hear myself, so I had to redo it. So I have 3 of them now. So I will fill another one with soap for my another daughter-in-law, and I'll fill one with sweets maybe for another. I have a wee girl I like to give something at Christmas, so they'll be well used. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's really 3 pieces of card. It's very simple, very quick. 3 pieces of card, a bit of ribbon, and whatever decoration you want to add to it. So I'll have all the details and measurements down below, and I hope you enjoyed that, and you'll subscribe if you did. And if you have a wee go at making it, please show me a picture and I'll showcase you on Sunday. Bye.